Today on The Sharp Reality, 8 signs your girl is using you as an ATM machine, plus plenty of hate mail. TSR Live starts right now. What's up, guys? It's your man Donovan Sharp, and welcome to this edition of TSR Live on a Freaky Friday. It is September 15, 2017. Big fight this weekend. Triple G versus Canelo. Definitely tuning into that. They move some stuff around here. There we go. Trying to rearrange some things around here, but I'm used to the certain kind of setup, so I need to stick with what got me here. The Texans Bengals game last night. Thursday night football was horrible as expected, but at least we got to see Deshaun Watson play. It was his first NFL start. He had a decent game, had a nice little 49-yard TD run, got the W on the road. Man, Andy Dalton, he's really slipped, man. He used to be he was never an elite quarterback. He used to be halfway decent, but he's fucking terrible now. I mean, he's got A.J. Green, one of the best receivers in the league, on the outside, and he's got Tyler Eifert at tight end, and then he's got that three-headed monster at running back with Jeremy Hill, Giovanni Bernard, and Joe Mixon. And that offense is anemic with him as the trigger man. And listen, guys, they're not going to bench him because they still owe him, I think, a little more than $50 million over the next 4 seasons. So unless they can trade him, they're stuck with him. You know, they fired their offensive coordinator this afternoon. But that's not going to solve the issue. Dalton's a bad quarterback and he's getting worse, but they owe him too much money to cut him or trade him, so they're stuck with him. Tony Kanaan is going to switch teams next season. In IndyCar, he announced today that this is going to be his last season with Chip Ganassi Racing, so we'll see where he ends up. So again, good sports weekend, big sports weekend. Good to have you guys in today. Later on, guys, plenty of hate mail to get to, so that'll be a fun segment as always. But let's go ahead and talk about what we're really all here for today, and that's the 8 signs your girl is using you as an ATM machine. Now, we all hear the term gold digger, okay? Like, we've all heard that for years, and it basically means a woman who is only interested in you because of the money you make. Now, gold diggers aren't interested in dudes whose net worth isn't around or at least 7 figures. They're not interested in short-term relationships with wealthy men. Now, I lived in Vegas for a little over 7 years, and guys, I have been around. I've hung with every level of gold digger, and I've also had extensive conversations with men who have had a lot of experience with a lot of these girls. I'm talking nightclub owners, nightclub managers, bouncers, a top-level Vegas DJ I became pretty good friends with while I was down there, hung out with a few strip club owners here and there, high-level drug dealers. I mean, I talked to a lot of these dudes, and gold-digging women is almost always a topic of conversation when we're sitting around shooting the shit. Anyway, one thing that became very clear to me is that depending on their goals, not all these women have the same motivation. So before we get started here, let me break a few of them down for you guys based on what I've seen, what I've heard, what I've experienced, so you guys can understand the difference in terms of their characteristics in relation to their motivations. Now, gold diggers are primarily looking to lock down a rich guy by getting him to marry her or to get her pregnant. However she can get her hands on his money indirectly, that's what she's going to do, marriage, pregnancy, or what have you. Now, there are other kinds of gold diggers out there, but most of them don't want to be fucking 10 rich dudes. They just want to trap one. So once they think they found a target they think they can latch onto, they concentrate their efforts on him. But we're not talking about gold diggers today, guys. We are talking about what I call quasi-sugar babies, QSBs. In other words, women who are using you as an ATM to fund their lifestyles. Now, these are women who keep a few men in her rotation to pay her bills, pay her rent, pay her utilities, car payment, give her gifts, take her on vacations, etc. Now, you might think that these chicks are the same as gold diggers, and I am here to tell you they are not. There is a big, big difference between the two. Again, gold diggers are looking for long-term commitment with wealthy men. They're not looking for anything short-term. They're not looking for anything temporary. They're not looking for a temporary arrangement. Gold diggers are looking for something permanent with a man whose verifiable net worth is at least 7 figures. That's the end game for gold diggers. Now, sugar babies, not quasi-sugar babies, but sugar babies are gold diggers who aren't looking to settle down with one rich guy yet. They've got 2 or 3 rich guys in the rotation. Again, 7-figure net worth, verifiable, or more. Quasi-sugar babies, or as I like to call them, QSB, is what men like us, okay, men like you and me, will run into most of the time because very few of us are millionaires. And I mean, there are more non-millionaires than millionaires. I don't know. I mean, millionaires are in the top, 5% of the income. These aren't women who are looking for these quasi-sugar babies, QSBs. These are women looking for multiple men to finance their lives and aren't looking for marriage or anything permanent just yet. Now, the difference between a QSB and a sugar baby or a gold digger is that your net worth doesn't matter, all right? So long as she sees that you make good money, you can afford a nice lifestyle, and can discern for herself that your discretionary income can take care of one part of her finances, she'll latch onto you and engage you for a potential benefactor. This is what happens. This is what they've told me, and I'll get to a few of my stories later. Quasi-sugar babies are never, ever dating just one dude because one dude isn't enough to pay all her bills, okay? He makes good money, but he's not rich enough to completely finance her lifestyle. So she usually rounds up about 4 or 5 different men, and each one of them takes care of a different bill. She'll have one boyfriend pay her electric bill, one will pay her cell phone bill, which also means she likely gets a new phone out of the deal. One boy takes care of the rent, another one takes care of her car payment. One boyfriend gives her a small weekly allowance. I've heard allowances of between $300 and maybe $700 a week. Depends on the girl and the target. You know, the target's finances. Now, these particular women, and this is very, very important. These particular women, quasi-sugar babies, QSBs, they're not the 9s and 10s of the world, guys. 9s and 10s aren't quasi-sugar babies because their looks allow them to be top-level gold diggers. These women have the kind of beauty that rich men want to take exclusive possession of. These women are beautiful in the face. They have great legs, great asses, big perky tits. Most of the time, they're probably fake. Basically, a perfect-looking woman. And by the way, guys, we're not going to get into what constitutes as beautiful or a 10. We all have different tastes and preferences, so there's no need to flood the comments section with she's not a 10 because, guys, beauty is highly subjective from man to man. But by the same token, we all know a woman that 100% of men would fuck if they had the chance, so we're going to use that as our barometer. Don't be the guy who sees a big-titted blonde that you know you would fucking say, well, I wouldn't. Get out of here with that. This is not that kind of party. We're all going to be honest here. If you don't think she's a 10, fine. But if you'd fuck her and you know most men would fuck her, then we're going to call that woman a 10 or a top-level gold digger potential prospect. There's no need to get sidetracked on a debate regarding something as subjective as beauty preferences between one man or another. Anyway, if a girl's a 9 or a 10, she knows she doesn't have to fuck as many dudes because she can get more for her looks. One girl I knew actually said this to me at a party. She said, why fuck 4 guys for one lifestyle when you can just fuck one for one? And it made all the sense in the world. Quasi-sugar babies, guys, are high 7s and 8s, and a high 7 is defined as an average to below average looking girl in the face, but she has an unbelievable body. She's not ugly, okay, but she's not beautiful like an 8, a 9, or a 10, but she's got a great ass, she's got great tits, great legs, flat stomach, long hair, etc. A high 7 can score a higher value male than a regular 7 because of her body, which, of course, is under her complete control. So you'll find that most quasi-sugar babies aren't 9s and 10s. They generally fall between an upper 7 and an 8. There are exceptions to the rule, but those cases are rare indeed. So take a look at the screen, guys, and I will show you the difference between women who could be top-level gold diggers if they wanted to, and women who only could really max out as quasi-sugar babies. Okay, so this girl right here, she is obviously a 10. She is absolutely gorgeous. She's beautiful, long blonde hair. She's got great tits. You can see she's got a flat stomach. This particular woman, now you might think to yourself, oh, nah, you know, if you take a look, she's not so easy on the eye. She's decent looking, but you can see she's got a nice, she's got a flat-ish stomach. She's in pretty good shape. She has, you know, nice big tits. They're probably fake. this kind of woman would probably max out as a QSB. This woman could absolutely be a gold digger. Obviously, she's got huge fake tits, probably at least a size D, flat stomach, beautiful face, long blonde hair. This woman right here, now when you look at her at first, you say, ooh, she's got a great body, but then look at her face. You know, kind of a long nose. She's kind of attractive. She could probably max out as a QSB at the very most. Being a gold digger is probably something she's tried and been shot down at. This woman obviously can absolutely be a fucking gold digger. Guys, this is the kind of woman that rich men who own jets and billion-dollar net worth and all that, this is the kind of woman that these men would take exclusive possession of. They're not going to take exclusive possession of this woman right here. Yeah, look at her. She looks good. I'd fuck her. Okay, of course I'd fuck her, but she doesn't look like this woman, okay? Young, beautiful, long dark hair, gorgeous eyes, beautiful teeth, big fake tits. I mean, dude, look at her stomach. She probably has an unbelievable ass, but then by the same token, this woman right here could probably be, I don't know, she could be a QSB if she wanted to, but she could not be a gold digger. This woman could absolutely be a gold digger. She is a rock solid, hard 10. She doesn't have fake tits, but you can see she has a beautiful face. I mean, she has great legs. I mean, she's got a good hip to waist proportional ratio. Again, she could lock down a 7 or an 8 figure net worth kind of guy and definitely get his commitment so long as she is exclusive to him. And then of course, now you look at this girl, she's got a spoken body. Again, we'd all fuck her, but then look at her face, her tits are kind of small. Listen, she looks good. I would hit on her, I'd fuck her, but millionaires are not going to marry women that look like this. They marry women that look like this, but they don't marry women that look like this. So women who look like this are really nothing more than high level. Then they're going to max out as QSBs. Now, like I said, most of us in here are probably not millionaires, all right, myself included. Those guys, the millionaires, those guys have to worry about the top level gold diggers. We don't. But even if you're broke right now or you don't make a lot of money right now, you'll eventually start making money if you're living the red pill life. And trust me when I tell you guys, women will definitely start to take notice, including these QSB. So I'm going to give you guys 8 signs that your girl, a girl that you're dating, girl that you're seeing, is one of these girls who is just trying to use you as an ATM, aka a quasi sugar baby. So number 1, she's overly curious about what you do for a living. Now, gold diggers are obviously going to be curious too, for very obvious reasons. But when if you tell a gold digger that you're an IT and you're making 80 grand a year, she's out. Okay, she's interested in 7 and 8 figure net worth. 80 grand a year is not going to cut it. The QSB doesn't hit the eject button at that point because, again, she's looking for 6 of you. She's looking for 6 or 7 of you. Now, if she finds out you're a forklift operator who's making, $15 an hour, she's gone. If she finds out you've got kids, she's gone because she knows that men with kids don't have as much discretionary income, and that's what she's after. Quasi sugar babies are after that discretionary income. They want you to spend their discretionary income on them. She doesn't care if you have a girlfriend, okay? She's not worried about that. She cares if you have kids. She cares if you are married. Girlfriends can be expensive. Wives can be expensive. Kids are always expensive. And unless you're a millionaire, you cannot afford her. Number 2, she rarely has her purse or money with her. Not only does she not pay because she can't, and we'll get more into that here in a little bit, she doesn't pay because she wants to make sure that you can foot the bill all the time, every time, for dinners, outings, whatever. If you ever ask her to go Dutch or ask her to pay, a QSB is not going to give up on you because she's trying not to show her hand. But if you make her pay half on a regular basis, she's going to ghost on you. Now, listen, a gold digger would bounce the very first time you even suggest leaving a tip. That's just how that is. Number 3, she calls other women gold diggers. This is the same as sluts calling each other sluts. Basically, it takes one to know one. Even though top-level gold diggers are different from quasi-sugar babies, their underlying objectives are the same, which is using a man for his money. A dude I used to hang out with, who owns a cleaning business down in Spring Valley, dated a girl who used to call women gold diggers all the time. Then she would literally turn around and ask him for money, straight up, like right after that. And of course, his dumbass gave it to her. But whatever the case may be, regardless of what that situation was, that calling other women gold diggers, that is a classic projection play in that it takes one to know one. Number 4, she doesn't have long-term goals, or she does not voice them to you. Any woman who is entertaining thoughts of a long-term relationship, whether it be with you or anybody else, will always talk about her long-term goals. She might talk about wanting to start a family down the line. She might talk about where she sees herself in a few years, or anything else related to a future with or without you. Doesn't matter. QSBs are short-term goal-oriented exclusively. They are only thinking about tomorrow and maybe the day after, but not much more than that. Yes, she wants to make sure that you're going to be paying her bills long-term, but she's not going to tell you, yeah, my future plans are for you to pay my rent for the next 3 years. Obviously. QSBs and gold diggers are a lot of things. Stupid's not one of them, that's for sure. As always, you guys can follow me on Twitter at Donovan_Sharp. I am currently in Twitter jail right now. I'll be out sometime on Monday, and I'll be able to post on Twitter pretty regularly. But yeah, follow me on Twitter at Donovan_Sharp. Be sure to like my Facebook page, TSR Live with Donovan Sharp. I'm going to be releasing exclusive content on my Facebook page here in the not too distant future. Still working on that. Follow me on Instagram. At Donovan Sharp. My username is the Sharp Reality. My Instagram page is mainly used for, you know, juicing recipes, meals my girl cooks for me. She's an excellent cook, very, very good taste, very, very good presentation. I mean, we watch shows like MasterChef, you know, MasterChef Gordon Ramsay's F Word. You know, we watch Bobby Flay, any cooking competition or anything like that. We're definitely into. So she's definitely she's a culinary wizard, to be sure. So if you guys want to see some of the meals that you can kind of gauge your girls up against mine, be sure and do that. And of course, there's also juicing recipes as well. If you guys want to hit the show, if you guys have questions, comments, show ideas, or personal stories you'd like to share, you can go to the sharpreality.com. Go to the contact tab and drop me your thoughts there, or you can tweet the show with the hashtag TSR Live with Donovan Sharp. So let's get to the chat section here. Give my daily shout outs here. Dominic Short, what's going on? Yeah, I think you were a first timer. I don't remember seeing you in here, so welcome. Freelance Ronan, TSR in full effect. Yeah, listen, Ronan, man, like in the hate mail segment, I was going through some of my hate mail and I saw you roasting those bitches. That was some funny shit. Charles Merchant in the motherfucking house. Yeah, Charles, I know that all of this that I'm talking about today is based on what I've seen, heard, and experienced down in Vegas. So I know that you can probably identify or relate to a lot of these stories, whether you've experienced it, heard it, or not. Down there in the 702. Keishu Burner, what's going on? Charles Merchant said Backpage broads. Yeah, there you go. That's exactly right. AR4 says I knew girls who were fucking their landlords in exchange for rent, not uncommon among college students. Yeah, listen, man, every girl's pussy's for sale, man. That's just how it is. Listen, girls use their looks when girls use their looks to get things from red pill aware men, they got to give up the pussy. Like blue pill aware men, ooh. She's spending time with me. That's enough. I like to jerk off to, you know, what I think she would look like naked. Nah, man. Red pill men, they get that ass. Straight up. Heathen Deluxe, Black Gnostic Speaks said sugar babies are junior gold diggers. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. BGS, absolutely. Yeah, junior gold diggers. Kind of like the junior bacon cheeseburger. Or the Whopper Jr., I guess if you want to call it. Heathen Deluxe says Scarlett Johansson is the barometer, the benchmark. Yeah, Scarlett Johansson is absolutely hot. Black Gnostic Speaks says a young Nicole Murphy is a 10. I agree with that. Simply Deep 1985. What's going on? Good to see the regulars in here. Very, very nice. Ethan Deluxe says, LOL, long nose Donovan is ruthless. Goddamn right. Goddamn right. Says, Ethan Deluxe says, I can smell the simplex from here. Ooh. Yeah, don't fuck bitches like that, dude. Hell yeah. Good stuff. Very nice. Lewis Key with a $5 contribution to TSR Live. We definitely appreciate that. Lewis Key is a regular contributor now, so I appreciate that, Lewis Key. Thank you guys very, very much. Kobe Anthony, what's going on, man? Good to see you in here. Absolutely. Freelance Ronan says, gotta burn them like a case of the clap. Fuck yeah, man. Listen, man, hot girls who are sluts, dude, listen, man, these bitches have all kinds of fucking STDs, man. Ay, ay, ay. Dude, get them checked. Listen, if you're ever down in Vegas and you're looking to fuck a bunch of hot broads, dude, gotta be careful out there. Wrap your dick and use defense soap. Absolutely. All right, well, now that we got the shout-outs going on here, looks like the usual suspects are in the house. Let's go ahead and move on here. Number 5. The number 5 way that the number 5 sign that she is using you as an ATM is she never says thank you for anything, or she rarely does it. Now, you as a man, you're never looking for a thank you for doing anything. But if your woman never says it out loud, it likely means that she feels entitled to what you've done for her without her feeling obligated to return the favor or be of benefit to you. Me personally, I don't care about thank yous. I don't need them. My girl will say, well, thank you for taking me out tonight, or thank you for giving me the night off in the kitchen. And 9 times out of 10, I'll say, thank you by sucking my dick later, or thank me by sucking my dick later, or thank me by wearing those stripper heels tonight, or something to that effect. And that's the gospel fucking truth, man. Like, I say this shit to my girl word for word, and she always giggles. The point is, guys, is that actions speak louder than words. A girl can say, oh, thank you, but if she doesn't give you a blowjob, or if she doesn't give up that ass, she doesn't really appreciate what you've done for her. The only way women can really show true appreciation is by letting you fuck them. That's it. They don't really have anything else to offer. Yeah, if they can cook, great. If they're decent company, great. But what we really want is to fuck. So if they're just saying thank you but not giving up the ass, it's just lip service. It's like a dude who tells a woman, oh, you're so beautiful, but never fucks her. And again, I'll use my girl as an example. She'll say something like, well, how do I look in this? Or do you like this on me? Now, my answer is either no, because I don't like the way it looks on her, or I'll tell her, well, you'll find out later when my dick's in your ass. Okay? I can tell her whatever I want, guys, but unless what she's wearing makes me hard and makes me want to fuck her, she knows what the answer is regardless of what I say. I can say, honey, you look great in that, but if at the end of the night I'm not trying to fuck her, then guess what? She knows I've lied to her, and I'm not about that. If a woman you're dating rarely thanks you with her mouth, which by the way doesn't require any effort, even if they're faking the funk, it not only means that she doesn't appreciate you for what you've done, this means she expects this from you for nothing in return. Every relationship, guys, from marriages to dating to fuck buddy arrangements, all of those are give and take. I give you attention, you give me pussy. I give you girlfriend status, you give me pussy. I give you long-term security through holy matrimony, you give me the pussy, a few kids, and dinner every night, and then give me pussy again. The cost is on both ends, guys, and QSBs make sure their costs are comparatively lower than yours. You have to keep track of that stuff. Quasi-sugar babies don't all not say thank you, but a lot of them do. So watch for the girl who never verbalizes her appreciation. It takes no effort, and if she's not putting in the effort, then she's probably a QSB. Number 6, she lets you fuck her without a condom. Now, this isn't for the reason that you guys might be thinking. Remember, quasi-sugar babies aren't looking for anything long-term. They're not looking for a relationship, and they're damn sure not looking to get pregnant because, again, kids will effectively end her lifestyle and lower her value on the market. The real reason QSBs let you raw dog them is because she wants to get you hooked, okay? Look, guys, we all know unprotected sex is the best. Listen, especially to men. QSBs know this, and they use it as a bait to hook and draw you in. They know that more girls require dudes they're fucking to use condoms than ones that don't. At least that's what we would think. So letting you go bareback more or less puts her above those other women, which puts her in position to cash out with you. Now, I'll let you guys know right now. When I was down in Vegas, I had a few main chicks. I had a few quasi semi girlfriends. But what they all had in common was that I didn't have to use condoms with any of them. Now, again, of course, I made sure they were on birth control, they were keeping up with it, and I never had anything close to a close call. Like, I would be there, and I was that dude. I would be there in the doctor's office. I would buy the birth control, make sure that it was real. I would be there with her when she takes it. Like, I was extra careful, and because of it, I managed to get out of the 702 without impregnating anyone that I know of. But the girls I wrapped up with didn't get as much time, and that was the vast majority of the women that I fucked. But the girls I didn't have to use condoms with always got much more of my time and attention because, again, unprotected sex is better than fucking with a condom. We all know it. Again, QSBs are keenly aware of this distinction, so they make sure you know up front that I am a girl that you can raw dog. But be careful, because this is a strategy. And a good friend of mine had his girlfriend do this to him once. This is funny. Listen to this. So a good friend of mine, he gets with this girl. She's hot. She's probably like a 9. I mean, she was really hot, and we think she was probably a stripper. She was probably a stripper before she met him, because she was around at night, which meant she probably wasn't a stripper. She was with him on weekends. Anyway, when they first started dating, they never used protection. But after about a month, all of a sudden she told him to start using condoms because she didn't want to get pregnant, even though she was on the pill. Yes, pregnancy is possible on the pill, as we all know, but it's over 99% effective. Well, he thought that she was fucking around on him, which is entirely possible, and it may have even been the case. But anyway, he told me she called him from a different number one night because her phone had been cut off. She was something like $300 or $400 past due, some crazy number like that. Anyway, he paid her bill. She thanked him and said that she would pay him back. And he says to her, "Look, don't worry about it. It's fine. It's just $300-400. Well, obviously, he put 2 and 2 together and knew. Here's the thing. After he told her not to worry about it, she told him not to. It was funny. She told me not to worry about using condoms for a while. Like, I didn't get it. So after he fucked her that night, he put 2 and 2 together and knew that she let him fuck her without a condom because he paid her phone bill. Quid pro quo, right? This is how QSBs work. So from then on, he paid her phone bill so he could keep having unprotected sex with his own girlfriend, with the woman that he thought was his girlfriend. Guys, this is how these women operate. They give you the good shit early to get you hooked, then take it away so they can price gouge you for it later, and you keep paying. Unprotected sex is a QSB's weapon of choice, guys. Trust me, they do this all the time. And listen, they'll also do it with the rent. They'll do it with the electric bill. They'll do it with the car payment. Pretty much any other bill they have, and they work it the same way. And then just like, she worked with my buddy. Oh, my rent's due, and I'm going to get kicked out or whatever. Oh, don't worry. I'll, foot the bill for you. Oh, good. Well, guess what? All of a sudden, my birth control now works. They talk about how they can't afford this or that. That they don't have the money for the bill, then you swoop in to pay it for them. All of a sudden, they're not worried about their birth control failing. Funny how that works, right? Guys, definitely get the likes up. I'm trying to get 100 likes per video, trying to increase the profile of the show. If you like what you see, if you guys get something out of the show, if you're a first-time listener, definitely hit the subscribe button. If there's anyone that you think could benefit from the show, tell them to hit the like button. I think I saw in my comments or in one of my sections, somebody was just being a knucklehead and said, "Hey, can we suggest this to I think transgender or transvestites?" Because I say, send this to anybody who pees standing up. The answer is no. Don't suggest this. And if you know these people, don't be friends with them. If you guys want to access the archive and listen to all episodes of TSR and TSR Live, go to thesharpreality.com. You can find all of the YouTube episodes on the homepage. You can also access the archive via SoundCloud, iTunes, the Google Play app on your mobile device, and of course right here on YouTube. Oh, there we go. All right, let's see what we got going on. Silent Lord, what's up? Mr. Old School Writers says, "How got your haters good on those last videos, BG?" Okay, he's talking about Black Gnostic Speaks. Charles Merchant says, "The women here are constantly pregnant in the 7 to..." Dude, I'm telling you, dude. There are more hot bitches per capita in Las Vegas than any other place I've ever been in the world. But there are a lot of pregnant bitches walking around. Listen, there's a lot of fucking going on in Sin City, man, and a lot of raw dogging. And you see the result of that when they're walking around with their belly bumps. Black Gnostic Speaks says, "Me and my BFF went half on a QSB for months." Right? You pay her right. You pay her phone bill, I pay her electric bill. We're on the train on her. Junior Rosa says, "My ex asked me for $5,500 to pay off her car note. Spent the night in jail after I spit in her face." Ay. Definitely worth it. I bet your bail was probably less than that. Better have been. Fuck, I swear to God, fucking bitches are so God, they're like, dude, like, even though we're separated and I know I'm fucking somebody else, but I need money, bitch, go get the money from him. Fuck you. Fuck out of here. All right, let's continue on. The number 7 reason why, the number 7 sign as to why your girl could possibly be using you as an ATM is she is young and has fake tits but isn't married. Stay with me, guys, because this is very important. A young girl with fake tits and is married more than likely married the guy who paid for her tits. Fine, he gets her youth and beauty, paid for bigger set of tits for her exclusive rights to her vagina. In exchange, she gets to live a great life without worrying about money. Fine, that's how it works. But a young girl who has fake tits and isn't married almost certainly did not pay for them. And I know this to be true because multiple strippers have told me this. Listen, guys, a couple of strippers me and my buddies used to do blow with on the weekends. She told us, it was funny when she told us this. She said, any young hot girl, any hot 9 or 10, never pays for a boob job, including the 2 that we were with. It's always a man who pays for them. She was very specific. Now, I wasn't surprised particularly when I heard this because, again, like, rich guys buy shit for women all the time. But strippers make good money, so if they really wanted fake boobs, they could just save up. So I asked one of the girls, I said, well, you guys are making like $2,000 a night. I mean, couldn't you just save it up? And she said, yeah, but I'm bad with money. Like, she kept it real. She says, plus I got to pay the bouncers, I got to pay the DJ, I got to pay the pole dues. So even though I go home with a bunch of cash on a good night, I've never been good at saving money. So why save up when I can just get somebody to pay for them for me? Made all the sense in the world. So I said to her, I said, but boob jobs are only like $5,000, like $5,000, right? She says, I said, you could have that in just a few nights. And she says, yeah, if you want your tits to leak or if you want them to hurt or look funny or have huge scars. But the best boob jobs are like $15,000, $20,000. And then she says, I don't know any stage girls who save money like that, especially when they know they can get pretty much anything they want anytime I want. And guess what, guys? She's absolutely right. Guys, look, girls are terrible with money. And hot girls who take off their clothes for strangers to make money blow it all the time and never worry about it because they know they can get some dude to pay a bill when they're broke. Okay? Dude, strippers blow... Listen, I've seen it with my own 2 eyes, man. Strippers blow their money on cocaine, expensive liquor, drugs, expensive shoes, and all that. I mean, all that dumb shit, depreciating assets. Dude, one chick these girls knew used to party with us sometimes got hooked on heroin, and she was fucking bad off. But the point is that there's always someone to bail them out if they get in trouble financially, and that's why they never save money. Now, what's all that got to do with us? This is simple, and again, I want you guys to listen very, very carefully when I tell you this. Because I guarantee you this is probably something you don't know, and 99% of people out there don't know unless you've spent time in the Vegas night scene, in the Vegas nightlife scene. Most men who pay for boob jobs for women are not rich. Let me repeat that. Most men who pay for boob jobs for women are not rich. Yeah, they make good money, but they're not the ballers, okay? They're not pushing Lamborghinis or living in a penthouse strip. These guys might have some money saved up, or they might have really good credit, but they can't walk into a casino and get comped for a suite or get 6-figure markers. Okay, so if a QSB gets her hooks in that guy, and he ends up either taking money from his savings or financing the surgery. This is how that works, guys. Rich guys don't have to pay for boob jobs. All right, he can afford to buy the girl who's already got the fake tits. Okay, rich guys let the not so rich guys pay for boob jobs, then swoop in and steal the girl, not having paid a damn thing. This is how it works every time. Okay, and this is where guys like us come in. Now, I'm not rich by any stretch of the imagination, but I've got a little bit of a nest egg saved up, and I could easily afford to buy any girl a boob job. And like I said before, if you guys are living the red pill life, it's only a matter of time before you start making good money and sock away some cash for a rainy day. When that day comes, and when that day comes, okay, if a quasi sugar baby with small tits targets you and finds out that you are capable of buying fake tits for her, and you do, she'll send you that breakup text the minute she wakes up in post-op. Guaranteed. Guys, this has happened to many, many men out there. Listen, I don't know any personally. You hear stories here and there, but look, guys, just do a quick Google search and you'll see plenty of stories involving girls using dudes to pay for their breast enlargement surgery, then ghosting on them. Happens all the time. Okay? So if your girl starts talking about a boob job and about how she wishes she could afford them, you know it's only a matter of time before she asks you to pay for them. And if you do, guys, you can kiss her ass goodbye. Straight up. She ain't sticking around. Number 8, the last and final sign that your girl is using you as an ATM is her lifestyle does not match her income. I dated a girl down in Vegas for almost a year. Dude, smoking hot Mexican girl, big fake tits. And by the way, she was 19 when she got him. And yes, she tricked some dude into buying him for her. I actually talked about that particular incident in episode 30. Wait a minute. It was either in episode 30 or 37. I don't remember which one, but I actually mentioned this girl quite a few times. I talked about her in I don't know the episode numbers, but I talked about her in 13 Reasons Your Girls Will Cheat. I mentioned her in 3 ironclad ways to keep your woman from cheating. I talked about her extensively in the episode The Downsides of Dating 9s and 10s, and I remember mentioning her briefly in 8 ways having attractive females friend can benefit you. I don't remember the episode numbers, but I know I've mentioned her quite a bit throughout my podcast. But anyway, she's a hard 10. I mean, she could have any man she wants and all the rest of that. Here's the thing. I met her when she was a waitress at Planet Hollywood, and eventually she got promoted to a hostess. But, I mean, listen, there's not much of a difference in pay, at least not that I know of. We know waitresses and hostesses don't make shit, even the hot ones. But this chick lived in a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom apartment near the Strip. One of the bathrooms had a garden tub. She had a balcony with a beautiful view of Las Vegas. She drove a brand new Mustang without a car payment. And, of course, she had the fake tits. All that on a waitress's salary? Not a fucking chance, guys. It was obvious to me from the start that she was the type of girl who used men for money because there's no way she could afford her lifestyle with the money she made, all right? She might have been a stripper, but why make a few bucks an hour standing up all day when you can spend a few hours shaking your ass and making 4 figures in one night? Doesn't make sense. The point is that if you meet a hot girl who has name brand everything, 70-inch flat screen TV, lives in a luxury apartment, drives a nice car, but tells you she works at the mall, okay? Or she works at KFC, or whatever the case may be, you know that her lifestyle is financed by other men, which means you're going to be the next one on her roster if you let her. All right. Let's go back to the chat and see what we've got here. One Titan says, when did you leave Vegas and would you go back? Whew. I left Vegas a little over 1 year ago, and I would abso-fucking-lutely go back, man. Listen, I think about the 702 all the time. Las Vegas has a very, very special place in my mind because that's where I found the red pill. That's where I came of age. This is where I became the man that I am today. But things down there were getting a little bit rowdy. I call it the best, worst place I've ever lived because God almighty, like the lifestyle down there was awesome. I mean, it was great, but I mean, there's a lot of trouble to get down in there. There's a lot of trouble to get into down there. I mean, I was always getting into fist fights because of course I'm a hothead. I ended up having to get anger management. I was doing a lot of drugs, man, doing a lot of coke. And you know, at some point you can be as careful as you want with this girl or that, but it's only a matter of time before we fuck around and impregnate some bitch, and then you're on the hook for 18 years. So, I mean, and listen, it was also an age thing. I mean, dude, I'm 40 years old. I mean, at some point, I need to settle down and grow the fuck up. So I did the whole fast Vegas lifestyle for a few years, but I grew out of it. I enjoyed it, but I definitely grew out of it. And looking back, I know I made the right choice. But would I go back? You're goddamn right I would. You're goddamn right I would. Oh my God. Charles Merchant says, my wife wants to leave Vegas. I use Vegas to keep her in line. That's right. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh God, I missed that fucking place. Let's see what we've got here. One Titan says, I've dated a few strippers. They all pop pills and stayed up. Yes. Listen, guys. The only good thing about dating strippers is that you get to fuck a 9 and a 10 and their arm candy. You can use them as social proof. When you're dating or fucking a stripper and you take her out in public, you attract other attractive girls because they see that you're in the company of attractive girls. That's called pre-selection. That's the only thing good about them. Guys, these women are vapid. They are slutty. They're attention whores. They're fucking picky. They always complain. They're as dumb as a fucking box of rocks. They're always on. Dude, every stripper I have ever dated or fucked is always on pills or doing drugs or in rehab. I mean, it's ay ay ay. Yeah. Listen, like the best sex you'll ever have with a stripper is the very first time you fuck her. After that, it's like fucking hell, man. The comparative cost to fuck or even fucking a stripper like a fuck buddy arrangement, man, it's just it wears on you. Like they're hot to be sure. Like dude, strippers are the hottest women you'll ever fuck, but dude, they cost way too much in the way of time and attention. That's for goddamn sure. Jesus Christ. Let's see what we got here. Mr. Old School Writer says they take a money of their 401k or on a good ass. Yeah, right. Charles Merton says, funny, I never had a woman try to con me into paying their bills because I don't high. Yeah, because you don't high side. I mean, you know, certain men out there make targets of themselves. And you guys know me, man. I live a very modest lifestyle. And listen, I'm red pill aware. I mean, you know, even though I drove a really nice car, when I was down there and had a really nice apartment, I didn't flaunt it. Yeah, okay, yeah, my car was a big reason why, you know, girls would come on to me sometimes, but by the same token, I gave zero indications that I was going to be anybody's simp. Fuck that. Okay. Chima says, buying a stripper fake tits has to be the simpest shit you can do. Dude, if you buy a stripper fake tits, you are lighting your money on fire. Absolutely. Heathen Deluxe says, I've been to Vegas several times, have a good friend there. It feels like a giant strip mall. The techno douche clubs on the strip are terrible. Fremont is better. Good Lord, man. Yeah. I can't argue with that. I can't argue with that. I can't argue with that. Yeah, listen, like I said, I'm biased towards Las Vegas because that's where I grew up and came of age as a red pill aware male. But yeah, it was one of the. I mean, yeah, listen, Vegas. You know, a lot of friends that or a lot of my and listen, people come and go from Las Vegas all the time. They come out there because they think they're going to live the kind of lifestyle that most people think that they're going to live, and when they don't, they kind of figure out that it's basically just a tourist attraction. It's not really a sustainable lifestyle. It's not really a good place to I mean, you can live down in Summerlin, down in you know, maybe in Henderson, maybe North Las Vegas, out in the suburbs there. But I mean, dude, 90% of the time I spent in Las Vegas was either on or near the Strip. So very fast, very, very fast life. So. Mr. Old School Writer says, what kind of car do you drive? Yeah, it's not wise for me to divulge that information. I mean, I appreciate the question, but I'm not here to talk about that. Simply Deep 1985 says, I thought the best stripper sex is when the club is empty and you and her can put on a private show on stage. Yeah, listen, that only happens on porn movies. Now I will tell you this. Back in the quote champagne room where private dances are being held, guys, listen. I don't know how it is in other kinds of strip clubs, but in every strip club in Las Vegas, without exception, girls are getting fucked in those private lap dance rooms. When you get a lap dance from a girl in Vegas, like when a dude goes back for a lap dance with a girl in Vegas, dude, it is assumed that he is going to fuck her. So when a girl walks up and says, "Oh, do you want a lap dance?" Guys, men who are in Las Vegas know that he is about to get his dick wet, straight up. Listen, I don't know what the percentages are, but dude, you walk back there and it's like a hallway with rooms on either side. Dude, you hear bitches getting pounded. You hear bitches getting pounded into submission in every fucking room. That is what happens. Dude, in Las Vegas, man, anything goes, dude. Anything goes. Shout out to Darren Brown with the $5 contribution. He says, keep up the good work. I appreciate what you're doing. Thanks a lot, Darren. I really appreciate that. Thank you for your contribution. Like I said, man, I really enjoy doing this, man. I'm fortunate to be at a position in a position in life not to have a 9 to 5, not to have to punch a clock. And I really like doing this. It takes a while to put these shows together on a daily basis. It takes a few hours, but I really enjoy doing it, man. And I really do appreciate the support. Thank you very much for the contribution. Cushite Calisthenics says, Yo, Donovan, what are your political views? Are you conservative or a Republican? Well, given the fact that you looks like this person is a troll because he says the Oreo finally decided to show his face. Oh, my feelings are hurt. I'm a Republican. You cannot be red pill aware and be a Democrat. So there you go. There's your answer. Okay. My name says Las Vegas food nasty. Dude, what restaurants are you eating at? Okay, Heathen Deluxe says most Las Vegas buffets are disgusting, minus the Wynn, the Bellagio, and a few others. I don't generally eat at buffets because those are the all-you-can-eat places. I don't know. You're probably right. I don't know. They look good from afar, but I'm an a la carte guy. I don't really participate in disgusting. But you're probably right. I've heard similar stories to that. Kobe Anthony says, is Las Vegas a conservative state? I don't know, but the Senator Harry Reid, I think he just recently retired. He is a staunch Democrat. The thing I love about the state of Nevada is that even though it's run primarily by Democrats, it's got Republican values. I mean, the gun laws here are a lot. Dude, you can walk into any pawn shop, you show your ID, dude, you can walk out with a $350 pistol in 15 minutes. You know, so long as you don't have warrants out for your arrest, you're good to go. And no state taxes. You would think that it's a conservative state, but again, Senator Harry Reid, I think he was a senator here for, I don't know, 30 years. He's as old as dirt. But yeah, my guess is that that Nevada is probably a conservative state, but run by Democrats. Charles Merchant says the hottest women are down on the Strip. Fremont Street is good for slump busters. 100% agreement. And it's good for slump busters because they always look better when they're playing that John Bon Jovi "It's My Life" on the overhead screens that they have. The Sinister Minister says, I am moving to Las Vegas. What do you think? Sinister Minister, if you don't have any kids, if you don't have a mortgage, if you don't have any obligations, if you don't have anything tying you to the place that you're at now, fucking do it. Absolutely fucking do it. Las Vegas is absolutely the best city for any red pill aware male. You gotta go down there. Dude, that place will tighten your game up. Dude, you'll get more pussy than you ever imagined. It's unbelievable, man. Most of the girls I have fucked in my life are in Las Vegas, Nevada. Straight up. Straight up. Yes, Charles Merchant nails it on the head. Says Nevada is far better for men than California. Abso-fucking-lutely. Guys, the only two places in California... California is not a good state. High taxes, it's broke, run by fucking liberals. It's ridiculous. Listen, it's good to visit down there. It's good to visit there. I've been to Santa Monica a few times. I've been to LA, been to San Diego, Oceanside, California, Tijuana, blah, 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 blah. But yeah, don't move to LA thinking you're going to live that Hollywood life. If you really want to live that Hollywood life without the Hollywood budget, move to Las Vegas. You don't have to make very much money at all to live a great life in LVG. ACK GFX says, Brother Sharp, you, sir, are the man. Appreciate that. Oh, God. This calisthenics troll says, you can be red pill aware and not be Republican either. I'm conservative and came from... Okay, fine, dude. Whatever. Listen, man, I'm not going to sit here and debate. That's not what I do. Okay, fine. You got your shine. All right, you're right. Whatever. I don't care. Huh. I didn't know that, Charles. Charles Martin says strip properties require them to fly in fresh food daily. Probably right. Huh, how about that? Now that I didn't know. Kobe Anthony says, how is property good to buy property in Las Vegas? Rephrase that, Kobe. I don't think I quite understand your question. I think there might be a typo there. Black Gnostic Speaks absolutely says LA is expensive. Oh, dude, 100% sure. Charles Merchant says, California's beaches rock. Yes, they fucking do. Dude, Newport Beach, man. Woo! Baby dolls all over the goddamn place. Dude, Santa Monica, dude, oh, man. Yeah, that place is a fucking... California is beautiful, but it's impossible to live, man. Like, it's a great place to visit. Listen, that's why Snoop Dogg lives in Las Vegas now, man. Like, dude, he got tired of getting popped for fucking guns, and she's like, fuck this, no taxes, none of the liberal bullshit, I can fuck bitches on the strip. Shit, sign me up. Black Gnostic Speed says, Las Vegas home prices are going up fast. I am well aware of that, for sure. The interest rates just went up too. So or they went up a couple of times. So yeah, I know all about that, but the Prophet of Thought series says you need a mod for your troglodytes, Brother Sharp. Yeah, I do. Sharp Assist wasn't available this evening, so. Kyle Mitchell asks, is it easier to get laid in Las Vegas than Atlanta or New York? Oh my god, of course. Dude, Las Vegas is the, dude, I could do a 5-part series on why Red Pillowware Men should move to LVGNV. Listen, Vegas, like now don't get me wrong, you can't be a fat, sloppy guy, you know, acting like a beta. If you are in half decent shape, you're a half decent looking dude, and you're a half decent dude, dude, just have a little bit of game, you will get laid. And if you actually get into shape and start running solid game on chicks, dude, you will be knee deep in quality ass on the regular. I am here to tell you. Oh, Heathen Deluxe says, I live in Atlanta and have zero problems. Yeah, listen, Heathen Deluxe is obviously, you've got tight game. I've run game on chicks in Atlanta. You know, I've had some success down there. It's just easier in Vegas. And I don't know, maybe it's the lifestyle. I don't know, but yeah, I mean, yeah. Like, dude, like if you do well in Atlanta and have zero problems, Heathen Deluxe, dude, you can fucking, dude, you'll probably leave Vegas with 8 kids and 15 STDs, man. Looks like Calisthenics is wised up. It says Las Vegas and Phoenix are great. Cost of living is cheap. Good blue collar and low taxes. You can buy a 4-bedroom house for $100K. Yep, in Phoenix. Yep. Same house would cost $700K in San Diego. Now that's what I'm talking about. Calisthenics. There you go. I was seriously considering Phoenix for relocation not too long ago. So I can certainly attest to that. Says, do chicks move to Vegas to be hoes? Yep, sure do. That was Chima. Chima asks, do chicks move to Vegas to be hoes? Absolutely. Silent Lord says, I might have to consider moving to Las Vegas. Would not mind leaving Illinois behind for a bit. Dude, do it! What are you waiting on, man? What are you waiting on? Holy fucking shit, dude. Dude, you gotta do it. You're living in Illinois? Oh my god. You know what? In December and January, when it's fucking 3 below zero and people in Vegas are, what, in the 50s and the... Yeah, you'll move out there. Darren Brown says, how fit are the women in Vegas? In Utah, do the outdoors culture, hiking, biking, 80% of the women here are fairly fit. Las Vegas has a higher percentage of hot girls, but it certainly has a lot of fit and unfit and ugly girls as well. I can't put a percentage on it, but I will say this. I recently went to New York City a few weeks back, and one thing that I noticed right out of the gate when we're walking around is that there were no fat people around, because New York City it's a walking city. If we had if we had those girls in Las Vegas, man, it'd be a playground. But yeah. Listen, there are plenty of baby dolls in Vegas for sure. Yeah, Calisthenics says interest rates are going up, though. Thanks to Trump, it's past 4% now, blah, 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 blah. Listen, I get it. I know that interest rates are going up, and now you are talking shit about Trump, so you, my friend, are banned. Fucking hell, dude. Sharp Assist, type something in the chat so I can make you a mod, so you can start bashing these bastards. Silent Lord said, yeah, I'm used to it. I've been itching to move. I never considered Las Vegas before. I'd have to look into... Listen, do your research, and I'm here to tell you, Las Vegas isn't for everybody. But trust and believe that it is... I love it. I mean, my hometown is Philadelphia, PA. That's where I was born. I wasn't raised there because I'm a military brat, but dude, like... Vegas is that's my quasi hometown. Okay, so Sharp Assist is there, so I am going to add you as a moderator. So Sharp Assist, you now have you are now a moderator. So if you see anybody in here, actually, yeah, just nuke these fuckers. Trump ashes. Oh, it's going up because of Trump. Stupid idiot, dumbass. Okay, let's get to my favorite segment. Your favorite segment. Let's get to the hate mail.
You're a fucking loser.
You live in your mom's basement.
You probably have a 2-inch cock.
Have you ever seen a pussy?
You're probably a virgin.
You sound like a white guy.
So that's a no for Netflix and chill?
Fuck you.
It's hate mail time, where we get to read the emails and comments of those who try to hate on Donovan Sharp. Listen, man, these kinds of bitches, these kind of dudes, they would never confront a guy who looks like me face to face, so they feel it necessary to try to troll me, whatever. What we like to do here is we like to make fun of them, so let's get started. Valerie Hiltz says, this guy's half-baked, and I don't even know who the fuck uses half-baked anymore. You can look at her picture and see she's old. She continues, strength does not belong to men, nor does it belong to women. Does not matter the size a person is, it is the knowledge of how to fight. What you are saying is absurd. Physical strength can belong to anyone. For instance, myself. I was strong. I worked hard every day of my life. I worked in the woods, picking up pulp, firewood, and whatever needed to be done. My biceps were 17 and 3/4 inches around. I could carry 2 50-pound bags of potatoes. I could bench press 150, no problem. And yes, I can actually fight very well. So strength doesn't belong to men. Knowledge is power. Valerie, it sounds like you're a man. Sounds like those sets. Valerie Hun, sweetheart, you're being dishonest. You conveniently left out the part about men being stronger than women. Women are weaker, and it doesn't matter how strong they are. If a woman fights a man, she'd get destroyed, yourself included. I don't care what she benches. I don't care how big her biceps are, how many potato sacks she can carry, or how well she can fight. Strength only belongs to men because men are comparatively weak. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I would destroy Misha Tate and Holly Holm and Ronda. I don't give a fuck. They're fucking professional fighters. I'm not. They're women. I'm a man. I would destroy those bitches inside of 10 seconds, no doubt. Our next one comes from Ava Wilson. She says, quote, this nigga looks terrible, has skin of an AIDS victim. Oh boy. Women who look like this, gentlemen, have no business saying anybody looks terrible. Wow. I mean, dude, this bitch is a fucking grenade. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Ay, ay, ay. Chanel Porter says, oh, what's this? A face reveal. Your below average looks doesn't warrant that cocky attitude you have there. So she's already misusing the English language there. But anyway. So she's ignorant. Let's be honest, you're only getting laid because you're over 6 feet tall, well-spoken, and have an above-average IQ, unlike the average Negro male. Most black males in this part of the country, in this part of YouTube, look like O'Shea Duke Jackson. They got blue balls and are mad and bitter because black women they want don't want them. So she basically said, you're only getting laid because you're over 6 feet tall, well-spoken, have an above-average IQ, and you look good. Oh, my mistake. I guess that has nothing to do with me. Back of the Classroom actually nails it. He translates this perfectly. He says, translation, Chanel Porter would like one ticket for the Donovan Sharp D train. Guys, he nails it. And it's so funny because Chanel makes all the excuses as to why I get laid, okay? She can't call me ugly because she knows I look good, but she can't say that, or she looks bad, so she says below average. Girls never use adjectives like below average when talking about the way men look. He either looks good or he doesn't. Chanel knows she wants the D and it pisses her off. That's what that comes down to. This one comes from Organic Queen. That's a weird name. You are one flat-nosed brother. If other races of women makes you happy, come up off the black woman name. I can't even understand what the fuck she said. Another black girl who wants the D. Again, calling me ugly. If calling me ugly is your only comeback to the truth about black women, I've struck a nerve, which means she knows there's truth in what I've said. Call me Organic Queen. Fucking bitch. Eloise Baker says universal multiply so many pathetic weak black men like you are the reason why the black community is so messed up. If y'all don't stand up and be men, you're going to be extinct. Wow. This bitch is mad. She's talking about extinction and everything. Ay, ay, ay. Anime Avatar. Damn. You look like that. Then these bitches don't make any. These bitches don't make any sense. Damn, if you look like that, then I know most of the men here do as well. Good riddance, fuck faces. Dude, every one of these bitches talking shit about my looks is like a girl telling a dude she wants to fuck that she's not fucking him. It's like a shit test that they use halfway through a date when they say sex is out of the question tonight, or I'm not sleeping with you tonight, and then half an hour later your dick is in her mouth. Just say, nigga, I want your balls, but you're wrong about what you said, and leave it at that. Just keep it 100. I ain't mad at you. KB Wordsmith says, I'm a black woman, Donovan, and I've never had any goals of being the head of, boss of, in control of anything but myself. And and maybe staff. Oh, there it is. There's the tell. And none of the black women I call friends or family think that way or even talk about crap like that. Oh, she doesn't swear. She must be an upstanding, classy black woman. Not sure where you're getting this. Sports mixed in with a little misrepresentation and unfair broad brush painting of an entire group of individuals. Interesting. Ay, ay, ay. This chick is one of those people who want people to think that the perceived exception makes the rule. Then she uses the term broad brush painting of an entire group of individuals, then tries to sound even more intelligent by saying interesting, as if she's sitting at her computer in a three-piece pantsuit with the arm of her glasses in her mouth, pondering the finer points of my opinion. Bitch, you stupid like the rest of them, and if you think you're fooling anyone here, you're dumber than I thought. Fuck out of here with that. Marcus Fuller says, bro, you sound like Rush Limbaugh. Another hater who doesn't listen to the show. And he's a simp, okay? But the good news is that I'm sure this particular statement has gotten him plenty of pussy from the 5 women who liked this comment since he posted it. Ay, ay, ay. And that is going to do it for hate mail. I'm going to tell you what, man. These people who send in these hate mail, and guys, listen, 90% of the hate mail that I get are from people black women and black men who talk shit about the black women. About the black women videos. They crack me up, man. They crack me up. Oh, well, we don't care about you then, bitch. Why is you commenting? Get out of here. Oh, you ugly ass nigga, bitch. You would suck my dick if I gave you half the chance. The fuck out of here. Okay, let's see what we got here. Let's go back to... Oh, whoa, hold on. I gotta go back now because this is some good ass shit. Oh, solid. Oh, okay, so Sharp Assist now has the wrench. So, yeah, watch out, you fucking trolls. Heathen Deluxe says, cost of living is low in Vegas, but so are the salaries. Keep that in mind. Yes, that is absolutely true. That is absolutely true. Grand Admiral Games says, lived in Vegas for a stint, thought about going back since it's cheaper than California. Yeah, you definitely need to reconsider that decision, my friend. Kyle Mitchell says, is Vegas only good during the hot season, December through May, or year round? How is the employment scene for professionals, doctors, lawyers, etc.? If you're going to move to Vegas, you have to be able to withstand the heat. And listen, I mean, I'm not going to sugarcoat it here, guys. Dude, June, July, August, September, we're talking into the triple digits, like 115 degrees, 117 degrees. I think it was 109 down there today. So So if you're prepared for the weather, if you can take measures in terms, I mean, sunscreen and all that jazz. Dude, I used to ride my bike in the Vegas heat. I used to ride my, now of course I didn't ride 30, 40 miles like I did up there in Reno. Because the heat wasn't that bad. But yeah, the heat is certainly something that you're going to have to contend with. As far as the employment scene for professionals, I'm not a doctor or a lawyer. I didn't know. I mean, I know a lawyer, a really good one at that. But I don't really know. I mean, listen, if you're a doctor or a lawyer, my guess is that so long as you pass the bar in the state of Nevada, you'll be employed. Listen, there's all kinds of crime down in Las Vegas. If you're a criminal defense attorney, guess what? You're going to make a mint. That's it. Keyboard warriors, that's funny. Bob H says, quote, any full-grown man can kill a woman with his bare hands. It's a video game of it's a video game of one guy beating up 3 women. Exactly. Charles Merchant says, grenade. Yeah, that bitch was dude, that bitch was fugly. Like, dude, that bitch was uglier. That bitch was uglier than Homemade Sin, man. Woo! Talking about this nigga looks terrible. Bitch, the fuck are you talking about? Ay. Bob H says that woman shouldn't be talking about anybody being ugly. Good thing men are judged based on their wallet and not their looks. That ugly bitch. Oh my god. And you want to know what the sad thing is? That bitch probably has a notch count into the triple figures, man. This is how it is. That bitch is ugly as that bitch is ugly as hell. Bitch, dude, that bitch gets more dick than I get pussy, I promise you. Ethan Deluxe says Hotep Ho Drive, that's funny. Let's see what else we got here. You Day Celine, is Donovan really angry about these comments? No, of course not. Give me a break. Dude, when black bitches talk about, oh, you're so ugly and you don't know what you're talking about, all that does is confirm to me that they know I'm right. Like, get out of here with that. I don't really get angry about this shit. Get out of here. That Bob H says, hey, bro, you don't look ugly. No homo. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Good shit. Charles Merchant says, as a man, I'd never judge another man's looks. Like, dude, one of my best friends lives in Atlanta. Paul. I refer to him as Paul. I've mentioned him here or Paul. Use air quotes here. Listen, man, like he's tall. I mean, he is as close to my equal as it can be. He's got underwear model looks, rock solid game. He's a good looking dude, man. Good looking dude. Heathen Deluxe says Vegas has dry heat, so anyone from the south and used to the humidity will be fine. Yes, absolutely. Listen, 117 degrees is still hot, but it's tolerable because it is 100% dry heat. I mean, Vegas is the desert. Love that fucking place. Let's see what else we got here. All right, Bonastre Tarleton says, yo, Donovan, need your advice. Go ahead and type in your question, man. Kyle Mitchell says, if they care enough to leave hate comments, you struck a nerve. Black chicks will never like this show unless they are hot and dating a white dude. Right. That's exactly right. Listen, if anytime someone gets emotional enough to leave a comment like that about a show or on a show, dude, just like you said, it means I've struck a nerve, man. It means there's truth there's definitely truth in what I was saying, and they know it. They're not stupid, but they expect me to believe that they're stupid, or they expect me to be stupid. While I'm waiting on Tarleton's question, plenty of ways to contribute to TSR Live. Do you like Darren Brown and Lewis Key? You can contribute via Super Chat. Definitely, again, special thanks out to those two, $5 contributions a piece. You can also contribute via Patreon. Go to patreon.com/Donovan Sharp. I'm going to start releasing content on there as well, so I've got my work cut out for me. If you're a little bit low on cash, you can always go to thesharpreality.com. Go to the top of my homepage and bookmark that Amazon link and do all your Amazon shopping through that link. Amazon will not charge you any more to do shopping. They will take a cut of what you spend. They'll take a cut of what you spend, and they split it with the show. I don't know. It's probably like fractions of a percent, but every little bit counts. So bookmark the Amazon link, and of course, the quickest way other than Super Chat, you guys can always donate via PayPal. Okay, Deep 1985 says, "Great show, Donovan. Appreciate that, man. Thank you." Thank you. Like I said, man, I work hard on this stuff, man. Like, I really try to make sure that I never get on here and I mail it in. I never, and I want you guys to, and I really want you guys to understand what I'm telling you. And this is the gospel truth. I have never gone about my day and looked at my watch and said, "Oh shit, it's almost 5 o'clock. I better get on and start talking." No, man. Like, I start putting together my show probably about 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Now, I don't spend that entire time. I have other shit that I have to do, but it takes a while to put the show together. So I want you guys to know that I'm not just mailing it in up here. I mean, I'm not just sitting down and just talking a bunch of shit. Like, I really try to bring you guys good quality content. That's for sure. Okay, so Tarleton says, "Black dude living near Boston. Ooh. And I'm going out with a handful of my white friends. How should I maximize my chances to bag white girls? And what should I do differently to set myself apart in bars or clubs?" Well, because you're black, you are already setting yourself apart. What I would do, at least in the short term, give you some actionable advice that you can use tonight. To set yourself apart, all you have to be is there, but don't act like the stereotypical black dude. Don't be a stereotype, because you're gonna scare white girls away. And any white girl who pays attention to you because you're acting like that stereotype, you don't want to. I mean, listen, if you're looking to get laid and that works for you, great. But be very, very bold. Understand that you are in Boston, but the fact that Boston is one of the most racist cities in the world, girls tend to push back with that. And I mean, if you walk up and start talking to a girl, she may reject you, she may not, but you're taboo in that regard. So be bold. Definitely make sure that girls see you with your white friends. That gives you social proof. Definitely, if you, after I get off of this show, I would recommend you, I forget what episode that is. Give me 1 second here. I'll actually look it up for you. It's called 5 Tips. Bear with me here for a second, because this was some quality shit that I dropped a while back. I actually had an article on Return of Kings as well. Where is it? Oh, this is a while back. Man, it's been a long, man, I've made a lot of fucking episodes. It's called 5 Tips for Black Guys Who Want to Date Non-Black Women. I can't find it right now, probably because I'm in a little bit of a hurry. But it's called 5 Tips for Black Men Who Want to Date Non-Black Women. And yeah, you'll have to find it. I'm having a little bit of trouble finding it, but it's definitely in the episodes page. You can also find it. You can also find it right here on YouTube. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, Black Gnostic Speaks. Definitely got to get Donovan on for a hangout. Yes, we were going to do it, and I totally fucked her. Dude, I missed the connection because we got our time zones fucked up, but we are definitely going to do a hangout sometime soon, that's for sure. Said, yep, Donovan, Steve, and Alan Roger Curry. Yeah, dude, I've done several episodes with Alan Roger Curry. He is the fucking man. He is an OG, man. Love that dude. I actually talked to him the other day, man. He's a rock solid dude, man. He and I are simpatico. He is simpatico. But yeah, you, dude, myself, ARC, and Steve the Dean, man. Like, we could wreck some shop. Tarleton says, I'm the furthest thing from a stereotype. Then, bruh, you've got it made, man. You've got it made. Listen, I'm here to tell you, if you look like the average black dude, but you are not the stereotype, dude, white girls will throw their pussy at you. Just add water. Let's see. The Prophet of Thought series says, Brother Sharp, the format of this platform is official. One of the better quality shows for sure. Thank you. I appreciate you saying that, man. I really, like I said, I try, man. Like, I really do work on this thing to make it, you know, I want it to look good. I want it to sound good. I want this to be a quality show, so I definitely appreciate that. Shout out to One Titans for the $2 contribution via Super Chat. I greatly, greatly appreciate that. Thank you for your contribution. Tarleton says my weakness is redheads and brunettes, so minimal makeup makes me melt. All right, fair enough, fair enough. Well, guys, I'm going to leave it there for tonight. That's going to do it for this episode of TSR Live with Donovan Sharp. My thanks to all of you who contributed to the show today. Like the video. Get it to 100 likes. Follow me on Twitter at Donovan_Sharp. And don't forget to bookmark the Amazon link on my homepage. Thanks for watching, guys. See you Monday.